Hey guys, Ziv here. Welcome to the first episode of my informal run through of how to own and build your own house. I've owned and built this house that I'm in currently, and I'm a builder. I'm a licensed builder in South Australia. I've also designed many homes for clients and this home as well. I've done energy efficiency modelling, hygrothermal modelling, blower door testing. I think I know a little bit about building now. I did a carpentry apprenticeship originally. I also worked in civil for a long time, so we did all the earthworks for this joint. I've done a lot of concreting. I think I could help a lot of owner builders. This course, informal course, is going to be based in South Australia, and I'm doing it because I have a lot of owner builder clients, and this will provide a good resource for them, where often I have these conversations with all my clients and I can now just point them to this resource as part of their learning. It's not really a structured program, it'll be more just my discussions on it. I will, if there's lots of interest in these videos, make it into a structured program, because I think there's a lot of value here. There will be a lot of value in this course. I will go through everything I went through and you'll get a real grasp of how to own and build your own house. For international viewers, like in America, Canada, Britain, parts of Europe, it'll still be relevant, but you won't be able to use the exact, say, if I mention something about council applications, even interstate people in Australia are gonna have to interpolate it to their own laws, but much of the process will be applicable anywhere in the world. A building's a building. I should say in the first world, because buildings in the slums of South Africa are much different to what I'm talking about. But for the first world, where we're thinking about energy efficiency, high performing homes that are comfortable year round in any climate, that's what I'm talking about. Now, our building code in Australia is well behind that of the US and Germany and other Canada. But this house was built to most of those standards. We got an ACH 50 or permeability of under 0.6, so to the passive house standard on the air changes. This house will be getting certified, or that is the plan at this stage, to get it certified. So it is up with international standards on housing regarding vapor diffusion and all those things, even though our Australian standards aren't up to that. Anyway, just a little bit for the international viewers so I don't lose you. Now, we also have a housing shortage in Australia, and I think helping to get more people into the housing market by saving a lot of money with owner building is another important thing. If people can cut out the builder, they could save at least 10%, say that's the builder's profit margin, right? And you cut that out. Yes, there might be some inefficiencies with you doing it yourself, but you're also saving a lot of money rather than paying industry professionals an hourly rate or whatever it is to do the job for you. So you can save a bit of money owner building it, and you get a lot more flexibility, but with that comes a big time issue, because professionals are professionals and are usually contracted to deliver on time. What we see often with owner builders is that the time factor often blows out, and it's for various reasons, which we'll go through later. So that's the why and the what. Now, what is going to be covered in this course, or informal chat sort of guide, is I'll go through regulatory requirements, your local, your state, so local council, state, what you're personally allowed to do. Some things you're not allowed to do, say engineering. Maybe you are an engineer and you can do it, and an engineer would know that, but some things you will have to contract out. But what you can get away with, and it can vary around the world. Like here in South Australia, you don't need an architect to design your home. You can do the designs yourself. You don't need any sort of qualification to submit a design to council. So whereas in some other states, and I'm sure in other places in the world, you might need to engage a professional to do the designs. Anyway, so I'll go through regulatory, I'll go through how to develop concept designs, how to develop plans, and then how we work energy efficiency and engineering in with planning, because we want to allow for those things to be factored in the building while we're developing concepts, so that things are correctly oriented, roof widths are the correct width, so you don't suddenly lose a whole lot of floor area if your wall widths suddenly have to get a lot bigger or something like that. Then we'll go into energy efficiency. After that, fire, stormwater, native veg, heritage, corrosion zones, cyclone areas, all of those requirements that you're going to have to meet for planning. And then into a few details and things like window schedules and why they should be done earlier rather than later. It'll make it easier for, say, the energy assessors if they've got accurate window dimensions with window schedules. And then you can start getting quotes, because windows are often one of the most, if you're double, triple glazing, all of that, one of the most expensive parts of the build. It can be a good 10% of the build. So nice to get a quote early on and try to optimize the pricing a little bit with the energy efficiency. Then we'll go through the process here in South Australia, and most of Australia, is we get planning approval, which is more the outside and your distance to boundaries and those sorts of things. Then we'll go through engineering, wastewater, structural, all those sorts of things. And then your building rules consent, which building rules are set against Australian standards and the National Construction Code. So checking that your house meets all those rules, and then finally achieving your development approval. So that will be all put together in a playlist on this channel. You can look for it, you can subscribe to the channel if you think this might be some useful information, and like and comment on these videos if you think it really is going to be useful information for you. And I'll call the playlist something like Owner Building Stage 1 Planning. I haven't made the playlist yet, but it'll be there under something like that. So yeah, I hope this set of videos, I think it might be 10 videos, they might be between half an hour to an hour, because I'll cover as much as I can and give you as much value as you can get out of it, and give you as much of my knowledge and experience out of it as I can give you, because I think it'll be a great resource for everyone, and it'll help my clients as well. So I'm only going to benefit from it as well if there's a resource out there. So yeah, if you enjoy this, please look out for the next videos. They'll come between other videos in the channel. And then if I do ever make it into a course, it'll probably be put onto Patreon or onto my website with maybe a small fee or an email newsletter, you know, an email sign up, something like that, if I do make it into a proper course, depending on what the engagement is on these videos. So if you find value, I will keep producing more videos on owner building. Cheers guys, see you on the next one, where I'll talk about concepts, and that should be linked here when it comes out. Cheers.